From his first appearance in Naruto Chunin exams, Neji Hyuga was positioned as a prodigy, not just a member of the Hyuga clan, but of Konoha's entire generation. A shinobi of natural genius, mastery over the Byakugan, and a philosophical edge that made him stand out from his peers. Yet despite his incredible skill and narrative setup, Neji's story was cut short, leaving fans with the haunting thought, what could he have been if he had reached his full potential? Neji was introduced in the Chunin exams as a genius from the Hyuga branch family, but cursed with the caged bird seal, a mark that made him subservient to the main family. His worldview was fatalistic. A bird in a cage will never fly free. He saw destiny as unchangeable, and he embodied bitterness towards both the Hyuga hierarchy and life itself. And let me tell you, his fight against Hinata was brutal. Neji showcased not only his Byakugan and Gentle Fist mastery, but his resentment. He verbally crushed Hinata, showing how much his pain really hardened him. And when I tell you, everybody hated him for what he did to Hinata, like the whole village, the whole fan base, like dude was bugging. He was, had it not been for everybody that was there to stop him, he might have killed Hinata. And then his battle against Naruto, this was the turning point for his character. He believed fate had made him stronger than Naruto, only to be defeated by Naruto's unyielding willpower. Naruto shattered Neji's philosophy of destiny, planting seeds of change. Naruto said to him, "You are wrong, Neji, because I decide my own fate." Neji's shock was pivotal, and this was the beginning of his liberation from his dangerous ideologies. And the main theme of his character is that he started off as a genius imprisoned by ideology. His untapped potential was just not in strength, but in the ability to break free from his mental cage. In the Konoha Crush arc, Neji participated in the defense of the village, further showcasing his abilities, but he was overshadowed by larger battles. However, his skill was still acknowledged by Jonin level ninja. In the Sasuke retrieval arc, Neji faced Kidomaru of the Sound Fort in probably his most iconic fight. Kidomaru exploited the Byakugan's blind spot and found a weakness in the supposed perfect eye. Neji overcame this with sheer resilience, impaling himself with Kidomaru's arrows to deliver the killing blow. His words before striking Kidomaru, "Unlike you, I still have people to protect," which showcases his insane growth from being a fatalist to a protector. Neji began living for something greater than his destiny. His genius was tempered with self-sacrifice, and his potential here was clear. He could evolve to a leader and a symbol of breaking cycles. Now here is where my real problem lies. By the time of Shippuden, Neji was promoted to Jonin, the first of his generation to do so, and this solidified his position as Konoha's prodigy, fulfilling early expectations. During the rescue of Gaara, Neji joins Team Guy against Kisame's clone. His Gentle Fist destroys chakra constructs, showing his versatility. Yet Kishimoto downplays his role in Team 7's spotlight. And during the Ten Tails War arc, Neji fought valiantly against the White Zetsu army. Showing tactical leadership and Byakugan coordination, his potential as a battlefield commander was very clear, but again, underexplored. And Shippuden really made me angry, because it's like you acknowledge his genius, but you sidelined him so bad. I mean, like, you really didn't give him a real spotlight. Nowhere in Shippuden did he really get that. It was kind of very disappointing. But what can I say? The story already ended, right? And now let's talk about how he died protecting Naruto and Hinata from the Ten Tails attack. In which reality, he just died from a tree falling. This shit pissed me off so bad, because then his death was symbolic as to a bird in a cage finally choosing freedom by sacrificing himself. He is not Eren Yeager. Please stop. This pissed me off, bro. But I understand what Kishimoto was doing. Like, he wanted a plot device to push Naruto and Hinata forward rather than the fulfillment of Neji's potential. It was really sad seeing this. Like, I mean, it made no sense. And I'm like, this dude from the beginning was supposed to be a Sasuke level threat. If not a Sasuke level threat, something under that. But he was supposed to be very impactful in the story, and he literally became like Kiba or like Tenten. Something useless. Like, it's just, Honestly, I don't even know what to say. Like, if Neji had lived and Kishimoto had developed him fully, this is what we could have seen. A Hyuga clan revolution where Neji could have been the one to finally reform the Hyuga clan, breaking the branch main family system from within. His genius and lived pain gave him moral authority, which Hinata lacked. And as a Jonin, he could have become the next generation Kakashi, teaching younger shinobi how to break free from destiny and shape their own path. And here is where I really wanted him to become godlike. Like, we all wanted to see the Byakugan beyond its established limits, perhaps even evolve it into a new dojutsu form, like the Renegon's expansion of the Sharingan. Like, they could have made this, dude, like the amount of stuff they could have introduced. Like, we could have seen him maybe unlock the Jogen, the middle ground. For the Sharingan, it's like 3 Tomo, Mangekyo Sharingan, and then EMS. For the Byakugan, it could have been the Byakugan, something in the middle, and then the Jogan, which would have all connected the eyes of the Hyuga family. But instead, you don't get any of that. The Byakugan stays just what it is, and also kind of becomes, I don't want to say useless for the Hyuga family and its users, but Hinata and them really didn't progress it any further than what it could have been. At first, the Hyuga clan was on par with the Uchihas, and then all of a sudden, the Uchihas basically become gods, leaving the Hyugas behind. They basically became on the same level of the Nara clan, maybe even less useful. And what I absolutely would have loved to see was him kind of become evil, so he could have a similar parallel to Sasuke, where Rock Lee's goal is to bring him back to the village or change his ideologies in some sort of way or fashion. However, I don't know how I would have differed the writing so it doesn't follow the same trope as Naruto and Sasuke's. And with Rock Lee and Neji having a final brawl in the war, it would have been amazing to watch. This way we could have got some closure on the rest of the class, considering they were pretty useless for most of Shippuden, and at least giving Neji and Rock Lee a real ending would have made the most sense for their characters. Instead, in the war, there's no real storyline for Rock Lee outside of seeing Guy, use the full potential of 8 gates, and he's just known to be a Chunin exams legend, and that doesn't really do anything for his character. And for the rest of the story, he doesn't get a moment that brings him back to the front of conversations ever again. Maybe we'll see some redemption in Boruto, but I don't know. In conclusion, Neji Hyuga's story is one of brilliance bound by tragedy. He was a genius born into chains, a prodigy forced to fight fate itself. Through Naruto's influence, he shattered his fatalistic philosophy and found freedom in choice. But just as his potential began to unfold, his life was cut short. In the end, Neji represents the same theme of Naruto itself, breaking free from destiny. Yet ironically, his own destiny was never fully realized.